maybe outrun by Ramiro. Ramiro gets the hand pass away. Scholl having a bit of an impact early in this third quarter. He's kicked towards Carey, knocked away by Croft. Chance for Harvey. Harvey shot for goal. There's a goal to North Melbourne. Just what the doctor ordered. There, it might have been very interesting. Stevens gathers, kicks it back. It'll be a North Melbourne mark. Taken by Pike. Kick the first goal, he'll give this one away, and McKernan will get the goal, and North Melbourne are in this game.
Simpson, little low one, finessed it a bit for Roberts. Roberts pushes forward, belts it into the square, into the pocket, taken by Harvey. Harvey kicks, and Harvey has put it through. There was an attempt.
It lands at half forward, gathered here by Rowan Smith. It'll go bounding back. The Bulldogs midfielder Rowan Smith kicks the ball to half forward, goes through the players. They must get a goal here. It's Stephen Collingwood that gets the Bulldogs' ninth goal. There's the answer that the Bullies needed, a goal to Collingwood. They lead once again by 8 points, 10 minutes left.
Well done, Darcy. Well done, Libber. Well done, Smith, to back him up. This is where they've been so dangerous. Wonderful kick to Grant. He's got him. A super mark. That was kicked 1 tonight. He's played a big match so far, Chris Grant. And this will give the Doggies a nice little cushion. And he's drilled it home for his second.
To drag the ball in, be tackled legally, and must not, or he's penalised for not successfully hitting it out immediately.
Well, Collingwood took the free kick, punched away by McCartney to the front of the goals. Risky. Martin will get the goal. Gee, that was straightforward stuff, wasn't it, by the Bullies? Good stats, but he's got a big job, hasn't he? He's manning up on the superstar, Wayne Carey. Carey with 2 second-quarter goals. Croft, Darcy, goal is kicked. Is it Matthew Capuano for North Melbourne?
Picked up by Archer. In fact, that change has been made. Grant's coming out now to centre-half forward. Perhaps they're trying to drag Archer away from that full-back spot.
Back to 13 points. Bell goes forward. Carey launches and takes a big one. Well, McKernan in the front. Carey at the back. Now, McKernan had a shot from about here at the other end in the second quarter and kicked very badly when North was going very well. A goal here would really lift them. It looked Carey, didn't it? I mean, no, McKernan front spot.
Bell has been important in the middle of the ground with a couple of centre clearances.
McKernan, long and hard. He's got it. It's a goal.
His recovery looks as though it's pretty good. Gets the hand pass and sets it up for Scholl. Scholl will go for goal. Scholl to the square. Carey at the back. It's a goal, I think. I'd say it's a goal to Carey.
Finish. 11-9 to 11-10. They've kicked the last 3 goals, North Melbourne. It was 11 goals to 8, deep in the third quarter. Simpson, Carey's got it. That was a good mark. It was more like a catch, wasn't it? It came in hard. I know people hate us using that. He hasn't had as many kicks up forward tonight. He got a lot at centre wing, but he has kicked 3. He's going to kick right on 50. He gets under it. It's going straight through the middle. They're in front. The Kings put him in front.
Looks for Ramiro. Gathers. Back to Johnson, who got up quickly and went after the footy. Left foot kick by Johnson. Grant's mark. Archer just looks a little dejected there. Certainly that ball came in quickly, and Grant in front has similar stats for the 2 great players. Chris Grant, 10th mark, going for his 3rd goal. Looks pretty good, and he's put the Bullies back in front.
Kicks the ball to centre wing. McKernan should have held it. Well played, Blakey. Kicks to centre half forward. Scholl is within kicking distance. Marks it 50 metres out. There's a big long kick, Scholl.
Been a little cameo by Craig Scholl. 11 kicks and 7 hand passes, going for his 1st goal.
Robbo, he's kicked 10 goals in the last 14 weeks only, but he has managed to kick 22 goals this season. He was very good early. He kicked 5 in the opening round of the season. That's a great kick. They're back in front. Or are they? I think it's all the way. It's a goal.
Harvey back onto the ground. Mark West, slipped a little hand pass for Ramiro. In turn Cameron. Doesn't mind this, Leon Cameron. Go for goal and get a quick answer. What a magnificent kick by Leon Cameron.
Pickett, bouncing ball, taken by Bell. Under pressure. Can he get it out wide enough? He does. McCartney's under pressure. He coughed it up. Bulldogs are on it. Collingwood brilliantly. Hudson Misses, I think.
Goal.
He's got it as he's a goal.
Now in the last few minutes of this magnificent game of football between North Melbourne and the Western Bulldogs. The kick to half forward for North Melbourne. King just tries to push his way through. Freeborn releases Stevens. Stevens goes for goal. It's touched on the line by Dent. No, it's not. That's going to be a goal. Unbelievable, Anthony Stevens.
No, he touched it.
I agree with you, Tim. I know we're a lot further away.
Cut off brilliantly. It was dangerous. Well played by Dent. Releases Mark West. West, big long kick to Chris Grant. There's a free kick down the ground, is it?
Yeah, paid to Grant for holding prior to the ball arriving for that marking contest.
No, it's going to Chris Grant.
Yes, that's right. Paid to Grant for holding.
Against McCartney, is it? It's been a remarkable last quarter. Grant kicks for goal and scores. Kicks his fourth. The Bulldogs are back in front. 15-10 to 14-10. The official attendance.
Great back for the Bulldogs.
Scotty Wine off now and Cook back on.
Thanks, Dipper. Luke Darcy, he spotted James Cook as well. The kick's going to fall short. Oh, the VC of football to Robert Scott. Unbelievable bravery. Cook might be reported here.
Yeah, yes, he's reported him. We see it here. James Cook, Scotty takes the mark and James Cook just runs through him.
The angle not all that difficult. Scott goes in. And Scott gets the goal, scores a level again. What a game of footy we've seen here tonight. 15-11 apiece.
Scott again getting involved, bringing down the Bulldog player. Handball back to Carey. Carey builds it back. McKernan underneath it. He was stumped at the back. Pickett over the top. North are back in front. Grant's kicked it. The Kangaroos are in front. It's unbelievable here. One of the greatest last quarters of football in the history of the game, I reckon.
I can't remember.
Final weekend of the home and away season. Archer to Scott, little toe poke was clever. To Abraham. Abraham cheekily kicks the ball back to Pickett. Bouncing ball eludes him. Taken by Montgomery's had a big last quarter, didn't get a kick away. Simpson's kick, here's a chance. Carey's on his own. Takes the mark, yes. He'll nearly kick it. It might be a metre or two too far, but he'll nearly dob it. He's kicked super slow-mo reverse angle on the mark. It's a good effort by Credial. Carey put his foot out to stop him. The biggest goal of the season. He's trying the torpedo punt. It's a courageous decision. Let's go. Going, not going to make it. McKernan's got it. No. Play on. Taken by Harvey. Kick the goal. Harvey's kicked the goal.
That's the tackle. Goes down the ground. Mark West, and it's good. Finds Curley.
Curley plays on. Does he play on?
No.
Has a second go. Kicks in short to Rowan. Smith got him. Smith goes on. Goes for goal. And puts it through. I think he's got it. It's back to a kick. Mark Doran.
Oh, it's what a last term. He played in one of those before.
Yeah, it was sensational, especially leading up to the finals. You need a good game like that to slug out.
The intensity enormous from both sides. We're going to see a great final series, aren't we?
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully we'll have a good one.
Is that you've got a real feeling that's like 96 all over again at North Melbourne?
Oh, there's a good feeling there. People won't know until we play the first final.
With Dennis Pagan, he always likes to keep things very quiet. You've had a big win, but there's a big task ahead. What do you do now?
Oh, the real season starts now. We'll just forget about this game and the rest of the games and hopefully have a great final series.
Okay, Glenn, well done. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Mark. Tippers with Dennis Pagan. Dipper.
Thanks very much, Bruce or Dennis. The game was played in great spirit, mate.
Certainly was, and a lot of people have said to me that it was a meaningless game. I think your pride and your professionalism come into it, and they're the points that we stress to our players. And we didn't play well early, but we're terrific after half time, and just so proud of all of our boys, Robert. And it's been a fine end to the home and away for us. We've broken a club record today. No North Melbourne teams won 9 on the trot before. We forget about what's happened in the home and away. We sit down, we assess the situation we're in, and really look forward to the finals football with a real enthusiasm and a keenness from now on.